I arrived an hour early for the Financial Street Forum 2024. The room was pretty much empty, and I'm ready for a feast of ideas. Quite excited about hosting this session because this session is specifically about how to matchmaking global capital with China's markets. So the theme of the session would be precision matching of global capital and Chinese market strategies and practices. That's a mouthful, but I think it boils down to one thing, that is discussing the market opportunities and challenges while exploring new pathways in effective integration. So we have a very impressive lineup of keynote speakers. Now let's find out Mr. Jack Perry. And their family legend is closely connected to China's opening up and global trade because his grandfather, the old Jack Perry, came to China in the 1950s, opening up this commercial ties between UK and China. That journey was considered as the ice-breaking journey. Okay, we have a Mr. Wen. Mr. Wen is from the Chinese Ministry of Industry and Information Technology, and he oversees the development and promotion of small and medium-sized enterprises. We know his speech will be quite crucial because it will be given the government's focus on supporting small businesses in the current economic arena. Mr. Liu from KKR, definitely wanted to hear from him. He has so much great insights about how capital can match with real economy, with industries. Mr. Feng Fenglei, I think many of you probably have heard of his name. He has been at the nexus of some of the greatest deals in the financial arena in China in the past 3 decades. Now some final touch-ups. And one final step to put on my heels. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. The speakers were deeply engaged with the current economic landscape, and I think that they can learn from each other on how to navigate this evolving environment. This is Mr. Liu from KKR. He emphasized that capital must adopt a pragmatic approach. I found myself wanting to echo that sentiment. Well, as a moderator, it was tough to stay focused on the stage while scanning the audience for potential interviewees. Finally, here is a tea break and my chance to do an interview. 您觉得资本如何才能真正的做到务实？有哪些要素？
这个资本人要做到务实，它必须要是一个长期锁定资本，也就是说，你所融来的资金的话是长期锁定的，这样的话就允许你把市场的远景看得很长远。短期的市场周期波动，对于务实资本来讲是一个投资机会，而不是一个躲避的机会。所以呢，这样的话就是说，取决于你所拥有的资本，同时也取决于你所拥有投资团队的文化。刚才我讲了很多，就是要强调一个文化。如果你这个文化不是属于那种非常耐心的、非常愿意去给企业提供赋能的这样一个文化的话呢，都想打短平快，那这个务实就做不到了。
And luckily grabbed another guest in the corridor.
This is my cameraman. What do you think this ice-breaking spirit means in today's world?
That's ice-breaking spirit. I think you see like forums right now. I think there's a lot of people here that you should look out for because they're really clever people. Clever people are there when times are tough. And our family and the 48 group have been there at times of tough and really great times as well. But we stand here whatever the weather.
In your speech, you talked about long-term and short-term challenges, but long-term investment opportunities that is based on the fundamental of the Chinese economy. Yeah. Could you elaborate a bit more on that?
Well, I think actually the short-term is the opportunity. Because in the short term, while everybody else is kind of asking, is China investable or where's the next China and all that, reality is those who are not close to this market miss the opportunity. There's still tremendous amount of growth hidden in the China market. Okay, in the maybe short 2 or 3 years, we may have to overcome certain challenges.
Meanwhile, my fellow media peers hustled for interviews as the discussions inside heated up.
The forum has wrapped up, but my thoughts does not stop here. China has recently rolled out a slew of stimulus measures, and the economic data for 2024 has been very significant. It is really a key moment for global investors looking to get involved. I think that the discussions at the forum have been providing a wealth of knowledge and perspective. Indeed, I think it's a pivotal time, and the forum was a perfect place to explore what is next. Finally, I get some air outside the venue. It was quite stuffy inside there, but the discussions were really heated and quite inspiring. Some people ask me, what does it take to be a good event moderator or to be a good journalist? I think it's not just about looking great, getting up on stage and speak. It's more about truly listening to the speakers. Take some notes if necessary to understand what they want to express, start some conversations, raise the relevant questions, that is to use my journalistic instinct. And I think this is a good way to wrap up my job at this venue, but I have to run to my next assignment now.